And holy crap. So I felt like, because I go out on a limb. I'm like, this sounds like you too. And I'm going to get cream like, yeah, it sounds like nothing like you too. What do you know about music? Well, Wiki is saying that the guy who wrote this that says that their brand of dark indie rock. That's interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. There was nothing dark about this song, you think? I have to go to lyrics. It's commonly compared to the sound of bands such as Echo and the Bunnymen, Joy Division, okay, Interpol. I just did an Interpol song like about a week ago. Go check it out. The Chameleons and you too. So there, and you too. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg, and I've got another song request. It's a banger, a banger. I have no idea, but this is a band that has been mentioned a few times on the Into the Music YouTube channel, right? You've heard of that reaction channel, right? Yeah. What do you think of it? Ah, don't tell me. So this band is called Editors. I've never heard of this band before. And I think there was a couple of song requests, and the one that I recall is Munich. And that kind of stuck out in my head. And then I went into YouTube one day and I went, oh yeah, right, okay. There's a song called Munich. Never heard of that song too. I did catch the first few bars of it, like the first 10, 15 seconds. No more than that. Just I'm sorry, the reaction people out there, there's no way that they just don't hear at least the first 15, 20 seconds or so, right? Because you're grabbing, you're like, well, what version do I go for? Should it be that one or that one? I'm going to get creamed if I don't use that, or if I use that, I'm not going to get any views. Anyway, so you click on something, but 10, 15 seconds in, I'm like, this sounds interesting. So without further ado, Editors, Munich. That voice, that beginning. I'm not gonna let that song go any further down the road. Bringing it back, starting it over. That was a heck of a beginning. I really like that. Oh, and the guitar came in. It's got a very I don't know what year this is. I'll find out on the other side. But it's got a U2 kind of sound to it, right? It's got with like the Edge type of guitar sound. And definitely Adam Clayton, like with the bass, it's got that, I mean, right from the beginning, just a scratching the surface on the song. And this is all good stuff because I love U2. And people are probably saying, they sound nothing like U2. It's just the initial jump out at me. This is good though. Cool. Let's go. Good.
I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad I did. People offer to things you should know by now. Be careful what you put them through.
That's a synthesizer thing.
People offer to things you should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to.
I like the melody. love that melody line. Check that.
careful what you put them through. People are fragile, things you should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to. With one hand you calm me, with one hand I'm still. With one hand you calm me, with one hand I'm still. People are fragile, things you should know by now. Be careful what you put them through. People are fragile, things you should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to. You'll speak when you're spoken to. You'll speak when you're spoken to. He'll speak when you're spoken to. She'll speak when she's spoken to.
Yeah, that was catchy as hell. That really was. That was, but catchy like, it's not like I caught it, hot potato, oh, don't move, throw it away, I'm like, I'm keeping that, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna, put it on the shelf there, right there where I can see it, and then I'll take it back and, play with it, put it back. That's a song I'm going back to. Absolutely. I love the beginning. It definitely is reminiscent of U2, some of the other bands, like from the a little bit of an 80s sound, definitely 90s, So I wonder when this came out. Um, it's got that driving bass line, you know, um, and his voice was so good. And that guitar, right? That guitar where it was, it was that driving rhythm riff track, whatever that was just, was moving the song along with that bass, right? And the drums even got into it too. There was one part where he's like, as the singer's kind of doing a bridge or something, or maybe starting to do the outro. So I've got some information about the band that I'm gonna pull up. I got it from Wiki. Where else would I get it, right? About the band, about the song, and then some lyrics. So editors, they're an English rock band formed in 2002 in Birmingham. Previously known as Pilot, The Pride and Snowfield, the band currently consists of Tom Smith, lead vocals, guitar, piano, Russell Leach, bass guitar, synthesizer, back and vocals, Ed Lay, drums, percussion, back and vocals, Justin Lockey, lead guitar. Yeah, you were cool. All right, so you have more than one guitarist. Okay, cool. And Elliot Williams, keys, synthesizers, guitars, and back and vocals. Yeah, that synth was really like absolutely exploding out there with the song. Editors have so far released 2 platinum studio albums and 6 in total, with several million combined sales. Their debut album, The Back Room, was released in 2005, and it contained the hits Munich and Blood. Wow, okay. 2005. Whoa. It definitely had a retro sound to it. No? Definitely had like, I mean, U2 was kind of putting out a sound like that, like in the 80s. And then they had an album after this one called An End Has a Start, and that went to #1 in the UK album chart in June 2007, and earned the band a Brit Awards nomination for Best British Band. And it's the UK and Britain and the UK and Britain. Nothing here in the United States. Unbelievable. That's why I never heard of the band. I mean, I seek songs. I mean, I absolutely seek music out, but there's only just so much searching that I could do. I have to have some help from the record companies here, and it's sometimes it's a losing battle. It's like that's why when we get this there's constructive criticism to some of the songs that are beloved, right? The bands and songs in the UK. Like, how do you not know this? And it's like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. There's like almost like this wall, and if we're not like, actively trying to break through it and see what's on the other side, there's only so much that we can seek out and find. But I'm so glad, right? Um, Sometimes, the best is saved for the last. I hope this is not the last. I hope I have another day after this and more days to find more new music and music that may not be new, but like, this is new. It's new to me. Um, I'll stop digressing. And holy crap. So I felt like, because I go out on a limb. I'm like, this sounds like you too. And I'm going to get cream like, yeah, it sounds like nothing like you too. What do you know about music? Um, well, Wiki is saying that the guy who wrote this that says that their brand of dark indie rock. That's interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. There was nothing dark about this song, you think? I have to go to lyrics. It's commonly compared to the sound of bands such as Echo and the Bunnymen, Joy Division, okay, Interpol. I just did an Interpol song like about a week ago. Go check it out. The Chameleons and you too. So there, and you too. All right, enough of that. Let's go to Munich song. Wiki's also talking about the song and says that now here, I don't know if it's the same guy uh, who wrote about the band, but he's saying that Munich is a song by British post-punk revival band. So they're a dark indie band, and now they're a post-punk revival band. So which one is it, Wiki? I guess you can be both, right? And now on to genius.com. Genius, the lyric website that I go to very often. So it's interesting. It's actually going into what the song's about. It's saying that the song deals with the fact that humans are fairly easy to break due to them having complex emotions and inadequacies. I have none of that. I am stoic and I have no faults. This is thanks to the human condition. Hmm. And let's see what the lyrics, let's see if the lyrics back this up. Huh? Let's see. So I am going to the very, very tippy top to verse one. I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I found this. I'm so glad I did. Okay. He's writing the lyrics down, just repeating that over and over. Chorus, people are fragile things. You should know by now. Be careful what you put them through. People are fragile things. You should know by now. You'll speak when you're spoken to. So is he talking about like when you're a child and you're in class? It breaks when you don't force it. It breaks when you don't try. It breaks if you don't force it. It breaks if you don't try. So is he saying, look, you don't have to really force things. Um, just play it cool, and that's going to drive them crazy, and that's the way you get around them. People are fragile things. You should know by now. Be careful what you put them through. It's basically saying the same thing. Verse 3, with one hand you calm me, with one hand I'm still. With one hand you calm me, with one hand I'm still. I don't know what that means. I know that what it means by people are fragile things. Um, and that's kind of what it says over and over. You'll speak when you're spoken to. You'll speak when you're spoken to. So he's saying that, we're faced with situations where people of authority trying to get the best of us. Um, and yeah, again, back to, we're easy to break. Yeah, I'm not sure like what is the real setting though for this particular song. Yeah. Um, okay. So this is sort of vague for me. So folks out there, who love this band, love this song, know what the song's about. Or do you think you know what the song's about? Give me your perspective. I'm really interested in reading about it, hearing about it. Um, yeah. And I'm really interested in learning what other songs are out there from this band. So drop those in as well. And I hope to see everyone, not just on the next editor's reaction video, but just the next one that I do. Come on, join along, man. I'm like going everywhere. You know, um, I don't. I go here, I make a right turn, go there. I'm all over the place. So come on this interesting journey with me, and I'll see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.